Better. Getting close, man. I think if outside chance for tomorrow night, we'll see how practice goes today. Feel good about this weekend for sure. Obviously, we want him back for tomorrow night, so we'll kind of see how he does in practice today. Wake, to be honest, I thought we played well for about 30 minutes and did not. To Wake's credit, they hit some big shots to keep themselves in the game. We had a chance to kind of knock it open, and they didn't allow us to. Tip your cap to Salas. I thought he had some really, really big moments to kind of keep that thing close. And then, as you described the game getting in the balance, some tough calls both ways, and I thought we were a little weak with the ball, knowing that, it's going to be a tough game to get a whistle down the stretch. So, obviously you got to find ways to push through and not allow exterior things to affect us, which I think we did, not just our guys, myself included. We got to get a little better down the stretch.
On that point, do you think some of the calls not going y'all's way affected you guys?
Sorry?
Do you think some of the calls not going y'all's way affected you guys down the stretch?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, I think it was pretty clear, to just more of like a mental, getting a little discouraged, and I felt that's what happened a little bit. And I thought we did a good job, to be honest, of playing through it for the most part. But we kind of got banged into some foul trouble, and then we started getting some 50-50s that weren't going our way. And, it's a really, really challenging thing to do, to win on the road against a team that has old players, against a team that's used to winning. And I think this weekend was a great example of that in college basketball, right? You see a lot of really talented teams losing tough games against opponents that on paper they're supposed to beat, whether on the road or at home. It shows up a lot this time of year. So, got to just keep getting better and find a way to get a little tougher and find a way to finish those games.
I saw somebody putting a stat out in the last 5 minutes. You guys have struggled more than just these couple games. Do you think that's reflective, or is there a common thread, or is it not germane because maybe some of those games were not even in reach at that point?
Yeah, I would probably want to get a little more information, before I could comment on that. When you're down going into the last 5 minutes, you're going to lose most of those games. I think that's just a mathematical fact. If you study college basketball, the same thing for winning in the last 5 minutes. I bet our record's pretty good, when we're winning in the last 5 minutes. So I'm not too worried about all that stuff, especially with this team. I think this team's really good. We got to get healthy. I think getting back everybody on the floor together is really important. When we've been healthy, whether it was in our scrimmages or against Florida State, we played really, really well. And then without one key guy, whether it be ZP or Micah, we found a way to compete and do pretty well, but haven't been able to push through and finish the way we want to and win all these games. So just continuing to grow and, like I said, get guys back on the floor and hopefully get a more stable rotation. I think that's something that'll help us out as well.